Welcome to tonight's top news stories from around the world. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Naurin. Let's get started with the headlines making waves right now. Harris called in senior campaign advisors to focus on crucial swing states. Kamala Harris connected with voters in media appearances. Obama hits campaign trail for Harris. Trump asked judge to block release of more evidence in 2020 election case. Governor Hochul urged action on youth mental health, citing social media impact. Hurricane Milton left 10 dead, millions without power in Florida. Prince William and Princess Kate met families of Taylor Swift dance class attack victims. South Korean author Han Kang wins 2024 Nobel Prize for Literature. Ukrainian journalist Victoria Rushchina dies in Russian detention. Southeast Asian leaders criticize Myanmar's peace efforts as insufficient. Rafael Nadal announces his retirement from tennis. And Jurgen Klopp's move to Red Bull sparks anger among Borussia Dortmund fans. You are listening to Headlines, now news in detail. Vice President Kamala Harris' campaign sent experienced political advisors to key swing states in recent weeks as the race against former President Donald Trump tightened. On Thursday, sources said Harris' team dispatched top operatives to battleground states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia to strengthen their state operations. Among the advisors is Paulette Aniskov, a former Obama aide who was sent to Pennsylvania to fix what some called a problem spot for Harris' campaign. Eric Ayers, known for his work in Kentucky and Michigan, is assisting in North Carolina. Michael Haley and Nick Ratter are helping in Georgia, while Merlin Marshall focuses on Nevada and Arizona. As of Friday, polls in 7 key battlegrounds showed the race too close to call. Harris' team said these reinforcements are common in the final stage of a campaign as more expertise is needed to sharpen operations in crucial states. Harris' campaign managers said the help was not a sign of trouble but rather part of a normal campaign efforts to ensure success in battleground areas, which will be key to winning the election. Kamala Harris appeared on several popular talk shows to connect with voters. On Thursday, she sipped beer with CBS's Stephen Colbert and shared her personal stories on Howard Stern's radio show. Harris spoke about her journey in politics and addressed the challenges of being the first woman in many leadership roles. These appearances aimed to introduce her to voters who hadn't focused on her before she became the Democratic nominee in July. Harris' campaign wanted to reach specific groups like women and young male voters. On The View, Harris discussed her new policy to help families caring for both elderly parents and children. On Stern's show, she reached out to younger men, a group she needs to win over. Her campaign is confident these interviews will help her reach more voters even if they miss the show's live. Viral moments like drinking beer with Colbert are being shared on social media, keeping her in the spotlight. As early voting started this week in key states like Arizona, Harris is working hard to connect with as many voters as possible before Election Day. Former President Barack Obama joined Kamala Harris's campaign on Thursday, October 10th, to encourage early voting in the swing state of Pennsylvania. Obama, a popular figure among Democrats, appeared in Pittsburgh to rally support one day after Donald Trump campaigned in the same state. Obama focused on urging voters to vote early, either in person or by mail, as Harris's team aimed to secure votes in a tight race. The former president's influence is key in motivating black and young voters to turn out early in the 2024 election. Meanwhile, Trump held a rally in Scranton, Pennsylvania on Wednesday, where he attacked Harris's economic policies. Trump continued his campaign on Thursday, traveling to Detroit, Michigan, another crucial battleground state. Harris will visit Nevada next to appeal to Latino voters while keeping an eye on Hurricane Milton, which hit Florida on Wednesday night. Obama's appearance in Pennsylvania is the first in a series of campaign stops he plans to make in swing states. Both Harris and Trump are in a close race, with key states like Pennsylvania playing a major role in determining the outcome of the election on November 5. Donald Trump's lawyers asked a judge not to release more evidence related to his 2020 election case. They argued that releasing the information now during early voting for the 2024 election could interfere with the election. Special counsel Jack Smith's team had submitted evidence against Trump, but Trump's lawyers said it was unfair and cherry-picked. They claimed Smith was trying to influence the election. If the judge, Tanya Chutkan, decided to release the evidence, Trump's team wanted time to review it before it went public. Smith's team denied any political motives, stating their only goal was to follow the law. The case involves accusations that Trump tried to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Trump has denied any wrongdoing and said his actions were protected by presidential immunity. Last month, the Supreme Court ruled former presidents have some immunity, but Trump's lawyers are trying to use this ruling to dismiss the case. The next step is for Judge Chutkan to decide if the new evidence will be released and if Trump can use presidential immunity as a defense. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Governor Kathy Hochul spoke about youth mental health issues during a fireside chat at the Project Healthy Minds World Mental Health Day Festival. She explained that young people, unlike adults, struggle with coping skills and are still affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Hochul also pointed to the rise of addictive social media algorithms as a major factor contributing to mental health problems among kids, creating what she called an imperfect storm. Hochul said her administration is serious about tackling this issue, investing $1 billion in mental health services. She emphasized the importance of providing support in schools where early signs of stress and mental health challenges can be identified. According to her, helping children now can prevent them from needing long-term care in the future. World Mental Health Day, first recognized on October 10, 1992 by the World Federation for Mental Health, is observed annually to raise awareness of mental health issues. Hochul's administration aims to address these challenges through collaboration and action for lasting change in young people's lives. Hurricane Milton caused massive destruction in Florida, leaving at least 10 people dead and millions without power. On Thursday, the storm moved into the Atlantic Ocean after hitting Florida with tornadoes and heavy winds. However, the feared catastrophic storm surge did not occur, especially in the Tampa Bay area. Governor Ron DeSantis said Florida avoided the worst-case scenario but still faced significant damage. The Tampa Bay area had less impact than expected, while other regions were hit harder. Homeland Security Secretary Alexander Mayorkas reported 10 deaths, mostly caused by tornadoes. 5 people died in St. Lucie County, including 2 at a senior living community. More than 3 million homes and businesses lost power. Some were still waiting for power after Hurricane Helene hit 2 weeks earlier. In Tampa, the storm knocked down trees and caused flooding, but major damage will be assessed once crews check the area. The Tampa Bay Rays Stadium was also damaged, but no injuries were reported. People across the state are now recovering and are waiting to return home safely. Now it's time for Global Update. Prince William and Princess Kate met with the families of the victims from the Taylor Swift dance class stabbing in Southport on Thursday. This marked their first joint public appearance since Kate finished chemotherapy last month. The royal couple spent time with the families of B.B. King, Elsie Dodd Stancomb, and Alice Da Silva Aguirre, who were killed in the July 29 attack. They also met the dance class teacher and emergency workers. 10 other people, including 8 girls and 2 adults, were injured. Axel Rudickbana was arrested and charged with 3 counts of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder. His court date is scheduled for late October. King Charles III and Taylor Swift had previously met with the families of the victims. Originally, William planned the visit alone, but Kate decided to join as a show of support. Kate, who had recently finished cancer treatment, said in September how tough the last 9 months had been for her and her family. The couple also made public appearances in Scotland and with a terminally ill photographer earlier this fall. South Korean author Han Kang won the 2024 Nobel Prize for Literature as announced by the Swedish Academy on October 10. The Academy praised her intense poetic prose that confronts historical traumas and exposes the fragility of human life. Kang, 53 years old, has published critically acclaimed works in South Korea since 1995, gaining international fame for her novel The Vegetarian. Originally released in 2007, the English version came out in 2015 and won the International Man Booker Prize the following year. Her stories often center on female characters who feel isolated due to South Korea's strict social norms. Kang is the first Asian woman to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature and the second Korean laureate overall, following former President Kim Dae-jung, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2000 for his activism. The Swedish Academy, established in 1786 by King Gustav III, has faced criticism for predominantly selecting European and North American male authors. Of the 120 laureates, only 17 have been women. Han Kang follows in the footsteps of recent winners like John Fosse and Abdul Razak Gurnah. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Ukrainian journalist Victoria Roshchina has died in Russian detention as confirmed by a Ukrainian official on October 10. Roshchina, who would have turned 28 this month, disappeared in August 2023 while reporting in Russian-occupied eastern Ukraine. Her father learned of her detention in April 2024 through a letter from Moscow's defense ministry. Petro Yatsenko, a spokesperson for Ukraine's PAL coordination headquarters, stated, "Unfortunately, information about Victoria's death has been confirmed. The specific circumstances surrounding her death remain unclear and officials are working to gather more information." The National Union of Journalists of Ukraine condemned Roshchina's death and called for an immediate investigation. They urged the global community to pressure Russia for the release of all Ukrainian journalists held captive. Reports suggest she died while being transferred to Moscow from a prison in Taganrog, close to the Ukrainian border. Rights groups have highlighted the ongoing detention of thousands of Ukrainians opposed to Russian rule, with many facing torture. Roshchina had previously received the Courage in Journalism Award in 2022 for her fearless reporting in eastern Ukraine. Southeast Asian leaders condemned Myanmar's attempts to implement a peace plan to end its civil war as substantially inadequate during their summit on October 10. Myanmar's military junta had agreed to a five-point plan with the Association of Southeast Asian Nations shortly after seizing power in February 2021. However, the junta continued its violent crackdown on dissent, resulting in thousands of deaths and displacing millions. At the annual summit held in Vientiane, ASEAN leaders called for the junta to take concrete steps toward implementing the five-point consensus. They stated that the progress made so far had been lacking. The leaders urged all stakeholders and parties in Myanmar to de-escalate violence and stop targeted attacks on civilians and public facilities, as reflected in a draft statement obtained by AFP. ASEAN has made diplomatic efforts to resolve the ongoing conflict, but these attempts have so far been unsuccessful. Many people in Myanmar continue to flee the violence in search of a safer and better future abroad. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Rafael Nadal, one of tennis's greatest players, announced his retirement on October 10 at the age of 38, ending a legendary career. With 22 Grand Slam titles, Nadal ranks second all-time among men behind Novak Djokovic. Known for his dominance on clay courts, he plans to play his final match in November at the Davis Cup. Nadal shared his feelings in a video saying, "It's a difficult decision, but it's time to end a career more successful than I ever imagined." Injuries plagued the latter part of his career, making it hard for him to compete without limitations. Born in Mallorca, Spain, Nadal won 2 Grand Slams, each at Wimbledon and the Australian Open, but he is best known for his record 14 titles at the French Open. He earned nearly 135 million in prize money and had a stunning 112 wins at Roland Garros. His last tournament will be in Malaga, Spain, where he will join his teammate Carlos Alcaraz. Nadal expressed gratitude to his wife Maria Perello and his son Rafael Nadal Jr., as well as to his fans for their support throughout his journey. Borussia Dortmund fans expressed anger and frustration after Jurgen Klopp announced he would take over as head of football operations at Red Bull. The surprise announcement came on October 10, with Klopp set to begin his new role in January. Klopp, a local hero in Dortmund, led the team to two Bundesliga titles and the German Cup during his 7 years there and took them to the 2013 Champions League final. Dortmund fans in Stuttgart criticized Klopp for damaging his reputation, stating he had torn it down with a bang. The magazine took issue with Klopp's nickname, the normal one, saying he had shown a well-mannered middle finger to Dortmund fans. Despite leaving for Liverpool in 2015, where he won multiple titles, Klopp was celebrated at a testimonial match in September in front of 81,365 fans. However, his decision to join Red Bull upset many fans who dislike RB Leipzig due to its multi-club ownership model and its challenge to Germany's traditional club system. Managing director Hans-Joachim Watzke wished Klopp good luck in his new job, indicating some support for the decision. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,547.09. The NYSE Composite is increased by 112.06 points or 0.58%. Tokyo stock close price is 39,277.96. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 340.42 points or 0.87%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,258.86. The Shanghai index is decreased by 230.92 points or 6.62%. Hong Kong stock close price is 20,637.24. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 289.55 points or 1.38%. Bombay stock close price is 81,467.10. The Sensex index is decreased by 167.71 points or 0.21%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Harris called in senior campaign advisors to focus on crucial swing states. Kamala Harris connected with voters in media appearances. Obama hits campaign trail for Harris. Trump asked judge to block release of more evidence in 2020 election case. Governor Hochul urged action on youth mental health, citing social media impact. Hurricane Milton left 10 dead, millions without power in Florida. Prince William and Princess Kate met families of Taylor Swift dance class attack victims. South Korean author Han Kang wins 2024 Nobel Prize for Literature. Ukrainian journalist Victoria Rushchina dies in Russian detention. Southeast Asian leaders criticize Myanmar's peace efforts as insufficient. Rafael Nadal announces his retirement from tennis. And Jurgen Klopp's move to Red Bull sparks anger among Borussia Dortmund fans. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all that TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.